Couple minutes away for the start of our feature event here on our Friday edition of our CSIO International Competition. The Dodd Technology of Meter 45 one-rounder is coming up. Formula is a one-rounder against the clock. Fastest player coming up with that top prize here in the Dodd Technologies Meter 45. Field of 38 will show. Course design, as mentioned, co-authored by Nick Madden and Steve Stevens. There's a total of 14 members involved. The starting with the Southern Cross Oxford, will fly the corner, the T-Hut corner, and weave their way around through our speed course, finishing up over the Florida Coast equipment, orange and black Puerto Oxford, right in front of our Central Park area. That'll be the final events here in our one-round event against the clock. Time allowed 74 seconds, field of 38. We'll be going to the post. We'll be underway here in just a moment with 38 starters. Time allowed is 74. Looks like we're all ready for a 38 show and a one-rounder. Brought to you by Dodd Technologies, industry leader providing creative design, technical support services for the sports entertainment, corporate communications, and special events market. Lead off entry here for Canada. We'll start off in the country of Canada with Swedish Formula Mare Northern Light. This 13-year-old was shown by Tiffany Foster with the Artisan's Prize. Our first to show, here in May.
And retiring there for Tiffany Foster and Northern Light for the Canadian on her five-star Grand Prix, winning Northern Light by Plots Blue.
Here for the USA and our one-rounder today, Natalie Dean. The Marigold Sport Horses sending in the Holsteiner Gelding, the 11-year-old Concama from Mountain View, California.
Just finishing on the 4 this time, 69.86, previous team rider here in Wellington. Natalie Dean there with the Marigold Sport horses Con Calma, ran in 69.86 with 1 down.
Tone says our next combination on the way. Elise Oken for the USA is up on Bonhomme Richard. A 13-year-old Cell Francais stallion is owned by the High Hopes Farm in Charlotte, North Carolina for the USA.
'66.82 and a good round from Elise Oken and Bonhomme Richard, just back from team duty on Team USA in Abu Dhabi. Elise Oken is the first of those to go clear, and so heads the class in this one-rounder ranking class.
Country of New Zealand always well represented by their veteran rider Sharon Wordley. He joins us now with the Della Wordley-owned Champion League. Piloting an 11-year-old Hanoverian gelding, the rider based in Citra, Florida, riding for New Zealand.
Looks like retiring there for New Zealand's Sean Wordley, and Champion League also due to be a part of the New Zealand team tomorrow here for that Nations Cup.
Representing Mexico, our next rider to show on course, Nicole Velasco Magnana, is the owner and the rider aboard Daddy's Destiny for Mexico. Nicole partnered with a 12-year-old Oldenburg mare for our one round against the clock. 66.82 for the early lead time at the top of the board.
Well, recovers is a score of 16.72.10, fence down and stop on course there. Of course, the turn going for the rebuild there on the double for Nicole Velasco Magana and Daddy's Destiny for Mexico.
Winning rider early on in the circuit during our WEF, we introduced for Lebanon here is Jadana Flirtily Cherie will be the mount for the Cherie Group of Wellington. Dutch riding mare, the 12-year-old Flirtily Cherie, the rider for Lebanon.
Gets home and is the new leader, Jadana and Fleur de Lis Charret at 58.49, goes under the minutes, and new leader of this Dog Technologies Nations Cup ranking class, 58.49, leading time.
Representing France in our lineup, we introduced the rider Marie Hegat and Adana Dudine. Celle Francais Mare is a 10-year-old, is owned by the Normandy Connection from here in Wellington. The rider for France.
Very good time also at 60.43, just touches over the 60 seconds, but one down, finishing on 4 for France is Marie Hegat and Adana Dudine. So Jadana keeps the lead at the moment with a clear at 58.49.
And representing Ecuador in our international field here at Belen Garderas with Nayla. Nayla, a 12-year-old Holsteiner mare, up next over our one-round course.
Going clear at 68.25 for Belengaderas and Naila for Ecuador going into third place at the moment for Belen. Still leading is Jordana Elisoken in second.
Here's a combination for the USA. Katie Dinan is aboard the Selle Francais mare, the 14-year-old Tika de Enfant, owned by the Grant Road Partners from North Salem, New York.
Good round at 60.79 into second place so far for Katie Dunn and just touching over the 60 seconds. And second spot for Katie, the Tika de Enfant.
Coming up on the 10th in the order out of our 38 starters involved in the Dodd Technologies Meter 45 here for Colombia, Juan Pablo Ganeco with Canthargren. 13-year-old Oldenburg Gelding is owner-ridden, a rider representing the country of Colombia.
Top 5, 69.06 into fifth place for Juan Pablo Neco and Canthargren for the rider for Colombia.
Representing Guatemala in our lineup here today, Axel Barrios, the owner and the rider, and today is Friday, and here's the horse, named Friday, 14-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding. Jordana showing the way for Lebanon, leading the pack at this stage after 10, with Katie Dinan in second, Elise Oken for the USA in third so far, after 10 of 38.
Total of 8 at 70.718 falls for Guatemala's Axel Eduardo Barrios Enriquez, and Friday finishing on 8 faults.
U.S. Nation Cup rider Laura Crowd will join us here in our international arena for our Friday feature as aboard the 10-year-old Shanghai's mare, this is Bisquetta, owned by the Cherry Knoll Farm Incorporated of West Grove, Pennsylvania.
And it's time to there retire Laura Crouch on her ride for the Nations Cup tomorrow. Bisquetta for the USA.
Up on the gray now, trotting into our international arena, representing Canada, here is Kyle Tim. He's partnered with the 11-year-old Oldenburg gelding Casino Calvin, showing for the owners, the Rain family in Raleigh, North Carolina. Canada represented by Kyle Tim.
Finishing with a clear at 67.96, clear for Kyle Tim of Canada. And also looking towards the Nations Cup with that ride is Casino Calvin for Kyle.
The Irish 4-horse gelding, the 10-year-old Legoland Sandra, will be the ride for the Brazilian rider Gabriel de Matos Machado. Gabriel showing a horse under the ownership of the Kirsten Kopp Real Estate and the Bay Winds Equestrian located here in Wellington. The rider for Brazil.
Going close, Gabriel de Manassa Machado and Legoland Sandro for the Brazilian rider. Going into second spot so far, Jardana still leading Fleur de Lis Cherie at 58.49. We're just tipping over the minutes at 60.44 for another Nations Cup riders this week, Gabriel de Manassa Machado.
For Israel, Daniel Blumen will join us here in our starting lineup for the meter 45 contest. He represents Israel, owner of the rider with an 8-year-old gelding Delmar for Israel.
Finishing with just time faults there, 3 of those at 76.073 time for Daniel Blumen and Delmar.
Nations Cup rider for the country of New Zealand. We introduce the rider Brooke Edgecombe, the owner rider with the LT host Andrea. Rider partnered with a 15-year-old Holsteiner mare, still trying to chase down that lead time of 58.49. Jardana for Lebanon, leading with Fleur de Lis Cherie.
Score of 8 in 73.58 for Brooke Edgecombe and Andrea for the combination for New Zealand, finishing on a score of 8.
Winning combination under the lights on Wednesday night in our Perfect Products welcome class here for the Dominican Republic. This is Andres Julio Soto Pena and Optimus Blue. Rider showing the 16-year-old gelding and a horse under the ownership of Lisa Butska of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. Rider for the Dominican Republic, our winner on Wednesday night.
Finishing on a score of 8 at 71.26 there for Andreas Julio Sotopina and Optimus Blue for the Dominican Republic.
Representing the country of Colombia, here is Andressa Quadros, the owner rider with the stallion. This is a 11-year-old Oldenburg Starsky.
Clear there for Colombia, but one time full to add, 74.45 for Andres Quadros and Starsky for Colombia.
Jadana still at the top for Lebanon. Our next rider on course, Nations Cup rider for Ireland, David O'Brien. For the Oldenburg Stallion, the 12-year-old El Baloo Old. David showing for the owners at Chansonet Farm and the Leap Year Farm of New York.
And deciding to retire there to David O'Brien and El Baloo for the rider for Ireland.
Take us up to our midway drag break here in our Dodd Technologies Meter 45 for the USA here at Coco Faith and Happy Time. Showing the Seahorse owned entry out of Old Greenwich, Connecticut, and Happy Time, a 12-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding, Coco Faith for the USA.
clear it is for Coco Faith and Happy Time at 64.78. We'll go into fourth place for Coco so far. Takes us up to a halfway stage, still with Dana leading with Fleur de Lis Charry, 58.49. And second place, Simone Gabriel de Manos Machado and Legoland Sandro. Top three for Katie Dinan, a ticket de Envent at the moment at 60.79. Taking a brief hiatus, and we'll be back with the second half of this $32,000 Dodd Technologies 4-star class.
Welcome to Carlswood, the home of Irish Olympic medalist, coach and international horse producer, Cian O'Connor. At Carlswood, we pride ourselves on the belief that success is reward for effort. Set in County Meath, Carlswood is the home of Cian's industry-leading high-performance centre. The Carlswood system is based on a structured approach to daily routine and meticulous planning to help reach our goals. At Carlswood, Cian and the team work together to provide coaching, mentoring, advice on horse purchases and goal setting. We also facilitate students who wish to progress their show jumping skills while they study in universities in Ireland and across Europe. When it comes to developing your horse's fitness, scheduling and planning around competitions, no stone is left unturned. At Carlswood, we are committed to delivering quality, a place where our goal is the fulfilment of your ambition.
Can Jumper make you a show jumping expert? With Jumper, explore the latest event results, discover top horses and riders, and follow your favorites. Jumper delivers data from around the world, so you're always the most informed. Download now and take the guesswork out of show jumping with Jumper.
My first goal when I decided to be a professional is to become like the best horsewoman I can be. It's really important for me to find the balance with my family, with the horses, that is my passion. Work with the horses every day to do what I love. I used to have like one passion was the horses, and now I have two with my daughter. So I really want to have this balance in my life. I'm Marie Ecart, I'm a professional show jumper representing France, and I'm Lola's mom. Be mindful, be present, turn on your brain. It goes like this.
Can Jumper help you find your next top horse? Let's say you're looking for an 8-year-old, competing at meter 40, jumping clear 60% of the time. Jumper lets you find top horses by age, pedigree, or performance. Download now and take the guesswork out of show jumping with Jumper.
Be a part of show jumping history when the Show Jumping Hall of Fame hosts many of the sport's living legends at its annual induction gala. The gala takes place on Sunday evening, March 3rd at the Wanderers Club in Wellington. This year's inductees are Pancho Lopez, Katie Prudence, longtime barn manager, and Laura Kraut's gold medal Olympic mount Cedric. Also on hand to receive the Show Jumping Hall of Fame's second annual International Award will be former Olympic, World, and World Cup champion Rodrigo Pessoa of Brazil. Don't miss this very special evening when the Show Jumping Hall of Fame honors the history of our sport and those who helped make it great. It's Sunday evening, March 3rd at the Wanderers Club in Wellington. Order your tickets today at showjumpinghalloffame.net.
Kubota tractors on the way out now. We're about to resume with the 18 starters that remain here in our lineup today. Our class presented by Dodd Technologies. Our meter 45 top time so far is 58:49. First to again surpass the 60-second mark, and Donna for Lebanon leading the way. Fleur-de-Lis Cherie at the top. We move on now to the country of Belgium. Nicolas Philippard is on the course now with Derby de Riverland. 11-year-old Cell Francais gelding, owner ridden.
Finishing on a score of 465.47 there for Nicolas Philippard, and Derby de Riverland finishing on 4.
We played the Columbia National Anthem on Wednesday morning for the win for Mark Blumen. His winning mount that day was Superman MT. Colombian rider showing the Swedish warm blood gelding, a 9-year-old, out the challenge at top.
Fastest time, 57.17, but last fence going down, finishing on the 4 there for Mark Blumen, and Superman MT for the rider for Columbia in his Nations Cup ride. Going into 11th place overall, Jadana still leading at 58.49.
Appearing now with the 12-year-old gelding, Yalabi's Icon. Here is Australia's Madison Steffen, owner of the rider based out of Ocala.
Finish on 4 for Madison Stephen there, and Jan Ballis Icon for the Australian round in 67.28.
Turning to the country of Chile is our next rider joining us. Here is Jorge Matt Capdevila, and Equine America, it's me, Dessau. The rider for Chile is up on the Belgian Sport Horse gelding, a 10-year-old.
Finishing on 4 at 67.55 for Heymat Capdevila, Chile, and Equine America, it's me. Finishing on just on 4 to go into 15th place. Jad Dana, Gabriel de Manos Machado, and Katie Dinan still the top 3 in this Dodd Technologies afternoon Nations Cup speed.
Representing Australia in our lineup today, we introduce Hillary Scott. She is the owner and the rider, and her mount today is Oaks Milky Way. Hillary showing the 17-year-old American warm blood mare, Oaks Milky Way.
And deciding to retire there too for Australia, Hillary Scott and Oaks Milky Way.
We turn to Puerto Rico now in our international field, and the next rider, Vasco Flores, shows for the owner Anton Morano from Oak Brook, Illinois, and he's aboard a Danish warm blood gelding. This is Danapo, a 10-year-old.
Going clear there, Vasco Flores, the Puerto Rican rider with Dinapo, 60.80 will put him into fourth place so far. So Vasco into fourth, Katie Dinan third, Gabriel de Manos Machado second, and Jadana still in number one.
12 remain now in the Dodd Technologies meter 45, our CSIO 4-star class. Here for Ireland now, we introduce the horse Catalina S. and Tom Watchman for Coolmore show jumping in Tipperary, Ireland. Tom Watchman paired with the 15-year-old Deutsche Sport-horse mare Catalina S.
Tom Watchman, 58.37 now is the new leader of this afternoon Dodd Technologies FEI class. Catalina S leads at 58.37. Tom Watchman for Ireland takes over from Jadana.
Ireland at the top now as we move on to our next in the lineup for Brazil. Here is Eduardo Menezes showing the BZ Barn Belgian bred mare. This is the 11-year-old Silhouette Mystic Rose.
And it's time to retire there for Eduardo de Menezes of Brazil and Silhouette Mystic Rose.
Germany's Richard Vogel will take up the challenge. We have the first of 10 now on course. The 11-year-old Cell Francais gelding Dream Star 1, owner ridden.
Crosses the line at 59.86. Richard Vogel of Germany and Dreamstar 1 will go into third place so far. So getting either side of our earlier leader, Jadana, currently in second place now. Tom Watchman now at the top. Kathleen S at 58.37. Jadana second and third, 59.86.
13-year-old stallion Cardinal du Chandor Z is ridden by the competitor representing Poland. Here is Maciek Peska. He rides for the owner Marguerite O'Brien from Naples, Florida. Rider for Poland.
For jumping 5 time for Maciek Piska of Poland and Cardinal du Chandor Z, 78.55.
Representing Mexico in our lineup, we introduce the rider Karim Perez Nunez, owner and the rider, appearing now with a 9-year-old mare Felicie du Coqueret. Target, Ireland's Tom Watchman showing the way 58.37 for the target clear.
$58.99, Karim Perez Nunez and Felicie de Coqueret for the Mexican rider will go close, goes into third.
Teammate Eugenio Garza for Mexico will be our next rider on course for El Milagro Wellington. He is showing a 9-year-old Belgian warm blood gelding, Prince Malco M, for Mexico.
Finished on a score of 8:61.69. It's 8 there for Eugenio Garza and Prince Malco M.
For the country of Venezuela, we introduce our next rider and acquaint you with Juan Ortiz and the horse Vintage, showing the horse owned by Blue Trim out of Port Jefferson, New York. First to 6 to go, the 11-year-old Holsteiner Gelding.
Getting home clear at 62.47, Juan Ortiz and Vintage for the Venezuela put an 8th place score together and sit within our top 10.
The 10-year-old Swedish warm-blood stallion Point Break will be the ride for Ben Mayer, representing Great Britain. Emerged victorious for the 2nd week in a row yesterday in our Adequan Challenge Cup Series. Ben, a co-owner along with Pamela Wright and Charlotte Rossiter up on Point Break.
Finished with 1 time fault, 74.65, Ben Mayer, and Point Break just finishing on 1 time for the world number 2. Tom Watchman leading so far with Kathleen S. at 58.37, Jed Dana second, Karame Perez Nunez in third.
Showing for the Pine Hollow Farm of Wellington, here is British rider Amanda Derbyshire and Charlie Be Good Z. She's piloting an 8-year-old Zangerside stallion, first to 4 left. Competition here today being brought to you by Dodd Technologies Incorporated, proud to be the newest major sponsor of our Winter Equestrian Festival.
4 jumping, 5 for time from Anna Derbyshire this time, and Charlie Be Good Z for the British rider finishing on 78.11. 3 left to go, still with Tom Watchman leading with Kathleen S.
Representing the country of Chile, here is Samuel Perot Jr. and the event. He is Anchor's Eye gelding the 11-year-old Indigo Z, owned by Jill Greiner from Gordonsville, Virginia.
Finished on 4, Samuel Perot Jr. and Indigo Z for the rider for Chile, ran in 66.88. Just leaving 2 to chase for the leading time. 1 for US, 1 for Israel.
First half of the remaining 2 now in our meter 45 contest. Here is Zaina Rizvi, a U.S. Nations Cup rider, is aboard a Dutch warm blood gelding, the 9-year-old Kung Fu. Horse owned by the Kung Fu Group of Warren, Vermont. 1 to follow. Lead time at 58:37.
Just on 4 for Zaina Rizvi and Kung Fu, finishing with 1 down at 64.97 for the US team riders tomorrow.
Last to go now, and representing Israel, a Nations Cup rider, here is Alberto Michan and Kindly, the 9-year-old Dutch warm blood mare owned by Maeve O'Connor. Final combo on course now, trying to catch 58.37. Our class brought to you by Dodd Technologies. Ireland on top.
Just on a score of 462.58, Albert Dumisha and kindly for Israel will finish in our top 20. Finishing at the number 1 spot of this Dodd Technology-sponsored FEI class is Tom Watchman and Catalina S. a win for Ireland. Chad Dana, Lebanese rider, going second with Fleur-de-Lis Chari. Third to Mexico, Karami Perez-Nunez and Felicie de Coqueret. While fourth, Richard Vogel of Germany and Dreamstar 1. All of those under 60 seconds, 59.86 from Richard. Top 5, Gabriel de Manos Machado and Legoland Sandro. And 6th place to Katie Darnan and Tika de Ovan. While 7th and 8th sees Vasco Flores of Puerto Rico and Venezuela's Juan Ortiz into 8th. Another win for Ireland, and it is Irish top young rider Tom Watchman and Catalina S.
Thanks, Stephen. And preparations for our prize-giving ceremony coming up. We will honor our top 3 here in just a moment. Thanks again to Dodd Technologies Incorporated, an industry leader providing creative design, technical support services for the sports, entertainment, corporate communications, and special event markets. A family-owned and family-operated for over 40 years, Dodd Technologies provided design and technical support for services for the NBA, NFL, IndyCar, FEI World Cup Finals, along with the NCAA, USA Swimming, just to name a few. Dodd Technologies, when you need to look great. Mark Dodd, president of Dodd Technologies, will join us here in just a moment as we'll be acknowledging our top 3. They'll be returning for our prize-giving ceremony. On to the meter 40 class, our final daytime competition ahead of us on the program next. We commence now with the prize-giving ceremony accompanying our top 3 on the return. They will be met by the president of Dodd Technologies, Mark Dodd, who will be acknowledging in front of our Dodd Technologies jump, fence number 5, that is utilized in our speed track here today. Earning a yellow ribbon in 3rd place, who congratulates the rider Karim Perez-Nunez with Felicie de Coqueret coming up in the 3rd spot. Third place going to Mexico, and our congratulations for our 3rd position. Now for the 2nd place honors, we congratulate the rider Jad Dana, representing Lebanon. Early front runner in our class, Fleur-de-Lis Chari for the ride for the competitor representing Lebanon for the Chari group up on the Dutch mare. And the victory for Ireland here today. We'll congratulate Tom Watchman with Catalina S. for the Coolmore show jumping out of Tipperary, Ireland. Irish rider up for the number 1 spot. Congratulations to our Dodd Technologies meter 45 winner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as is customary in our four-star competition, we ask you all to kindly please rise. We acknowledge our winning rider with the Anthem of Ireland. Congratulations again to our top rider, and Tom will lead us off with our round of honor. The Dodd Technologies Meter 45 winner here today from Ireland, again with Kathleen S. for Coolmore Show Jumping. And again, our congratulations for the top honors.